Ngiyakuzwela Sandwa Sami, what a time to be a creative, not only in South Africa but in the world. One thing I'm loving about today's show is how it shows that you can be a versatile creative. Whether you are a TikTok star, whether uyacula, noma ufuna ukwenza ini, you can definitely do it. And I hope that you guys at home are getting inspired that you don't have to stick to one box. Now, speaking of versatility, I'm about to introduce a man that personally ngihlangane naye through ama skits on TikTok. However, like I've already mentioned, versatility is the name. He is also a hip-hop artist as well as an actor. Can everybody in the studio please make some noise for Lxndi? How Kali Zazamane, Kali Kokolo. Unjani land? Now, I want to talk about the music because personally, when Kabang would say, oh no, this man is just a funny guy, hey? But clearly I was wrong. Tshin Fondin. Let's talk about that song. I know that it takes us through a young man, Jay. Okay, let me not even tell us what it takes us through. I'm inspired by it because I'm a girl who just moved to a random city not knowing what to do. And I know that there's a similar theme when it comes to the song. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So the story about it is basically about a young man, right, who sets out away from home, goes to a place where it's like the land of the unknown, basically, and you have to sort of try to get used to being in foreign territory, but at the same time you're carrying in messages, right? This young man's carrying messages that were given and lessons that were given by abazali, by experiences, and you have to try and navigate based on those experiences a way forward. And it takes some introspection, and it's basically a song built around that. Even though it's very trappy and vibey, the message is actually quite deep.
That's incredible. Now, I know that the song incorporates some Xhosa into that. Fun fact about me, I don't know how to speak Xhosa, but I am a very good rapper when it comes to Xhosa.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
We listen, we don't judge. Now, can you tell us too how Xhosa helped you shape the story of the song? You know, it's very poetic and it speaks to the heart. So how important was it for you to incorporate your language, and how did that help you express yourself within the message?
Firstly, I love that question. But Xhosa is it's a very percussive language. The clicks, it sounds very nice when you're bouncing on the beat with it. Those bounces are very enjoyable. I enjoy just how Xhosa slips out of the tongue as it bounces on the beat. So for me, that's like the main point, musically speaking, that I always look out for. How does the Xhosa language, bounce on the beat?
No, shut up, man.
It just sounds so fire.
It does, hey? It does. And that is exactly why now you get why I rap in Xhosa only. Now, I know that you are not alone in the song. There are some features. Can you take us through, their contribution and how the collaboration works in terms of the creative process?
Okay, so the two artists that are featured on there were Slate, the Great. Shout out Slate the Great.
Shout out Slate the Great.
And Bvnks. Shout out to Loux.
Shout out Bvnks.
And the interesting thing about these guys is they're my childhood friends.
Really?
So
oh wow.
So it's always been a process of one of us will have a hook, a verse, bras, nanzi beat, and then we send to each other, and then the bras decide whether or not they want to get on the song. Which is how we went about this one. I wrote the Tshin Fondin hook. Well, I actually didn't write it, but I rapped it, sent it to them. They were like, oh, this is fire. They hopped on it, they joined, and they understood the assignment.